What's up, X-treme kids? It is First Lady K, a.k.a. Sister K, a.k.a. KK, a.k.a. Full of Beans for Jesus. How are you? What a wonderful day, April 14th. What a wonderful, beautiful day the Lord has made. I hope that you are celebrating today the wonderful gift that it is to you. What is God going to do for you today? We want to hear from you, all that God is doing for you and all that you are doing for God during this time. What a wonderful opportunity for you to give a beautiful gift on behalf of Jesus. So welcome to Midweek Story Time with Sister K, where we are reading Bible stories from Veggie Tales. Who doesn't love Larry the Cucumber and Bob the Tomato, right? So we are going to read today Babysitter in Denile. Oh, I don't know about you, but it sounds like fun. Here we go. A long time ago, in the land of Egypt, there was a girl named Miriam who had a new baby brother. How many of you have baby brothers? But Miriam didn't like being a big sister. It was hard work. You know what? I think Shayla would agree. She's a big sister, and I know she worked really hard and still does with her baby sister. How many of you are big sisters and brothers, and how do you help your mommies and daddies? How are you a good big brother and big sister today? Or how could you be a better big brother or big sister today? Well, Miriam says it's hard work. She used to get all the attention until he came along. Miriam grumbled as she fed him. But no one paid attention to Miriam. They were all worried about a new law that might put their newest family member in great danger. The king of Egypt didn't want any more baby boys living in his kingdom. He was worried that someday they might grow up and fight against him. So the king's guard were told to take all the baby boys away from their families. Can you believe it? What a meanie pants. Miriam's little brother had to be protected from these guards. Now, you're the big sister, Miriam's mother told her, and being a part of a family means taking care of each other. I'm sure that you help take care of your family too, boys and girls. Every day, Miriam took care of her brother while her mother and father worked for the king. The guards spied on them to see if the baby was a boy. So Miriam was so very careful to protect him. When the guards peeked in the window or sneaked in the door, Miriam held up a stinky diaper to scare them away. That's so funny. Are you putting up stinky diapers at your door to scare people away? I hope not. P.U., they shouted and ran away. I sure like it better when I was the baby, Miriam grumbled again. It's nice to be taken care of, isn't it, boys and girls? Everybody needs to be taken care of once in a while. One day, Miriam was crossing the street when a royal carriage came racing around the corner. She would have been hit, but her big brother Aaron leaped into the street and saved her. Suddenly, Miriam realized what it meant to be a part of the family, and she knew she needed a better plan to protect her little brother. Miriam knew that the princess liked to swim in the river. So Miriam put her little brother in a basket and floated him down the Nile, hiding among the weeds. Shh! Miriam waited as the basket floated right into the princess's arms. Well, what a cute baby, the princess exclaimed. But the princess didn't know how to take care of a baby, as she didn't have any. So Miriam offered to be his babysitter. What a smart Miriam! The princess agreed and told the guards to leave Miriam and the baby alone. Miriam took Moses safely back home. Miriam's mother was so proud of her because she put her brother's needs before her own. Wow, way to go, Miriam. She was such an amazing big sister. She did amazing problem solving too, didn't she, boys and girls? How can you be like Miriam today? Let me know at Ottawa Church Kids at gmail.com how today or this week you can be like Miriam and help take care of your brothers and sisters. Does your mom and dad ever ask you to do things you don't want to do, boys and girls? Do you know what? God wants us to remember that being part of a family means putting other people's needs first. Sometimes that's super hard, isn't it? Especially if we want to play with our toys or watch a movie and mom and dad are asking us to wash the dishes and we're like, really? But you know what? God says we need to put other people's needs before our own. We're going to read now from Exodus in the Bible, chapter 1, verses 22 to chapter 2, verses 10. And this is Miriam's story in the Bible. I hope that you'll take some time to read it with me today. A slave woman became pregnant and had a son. She saw that her baby was a fine child, so she hid him for 3 months. That's a really long time to hide a baby. I don't know, boys and girls, if I could hide a baby for 3 months. They cry a lot and they're very stinky. I think that would be really hard, don't you? After that, she couldn't hide him any longer. They get really big fast. So she got a basket that was made out of the stems of tall grass. Wow, wasn't she really good at crafts? I don't know that I could make a basket made out of tall grass. Boys and girls, do you know how to do that? She coated it even with tar. Then she placed her little brother in it. She put the basket in the tall grass that grew along the bank of the Nile River. The child's sister Miriam wasn't very far away. She wanted to see what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile River to take a bath. She saw the basket in the tall grass, so she sent her slave to get it, not knowing what was inside. When she opened it, she saw the baby. He was crying, and so she felt sorry for him. This is one of the Hebrew babies, she said. Then Miriam spoke to Pharaoh's daughter. She asked, "Do you want me to go and get one of the Hebrew women? She could nurse the baby for you." Yes, go, she answered. So the girl went and got the baby's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this baby, nurse him for me, I'll pay you even." Wow, wonderful how God worked out that plan. When the child grew older, his mother took him back to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses. She said, "I pulled him out of the water." That's what his name meant. You know what? This is what it says about Bob. It says, "I was heading the wrong way, but not down the lazy river. I was heading the wrong way in my thinking, the wrong direction. I was thinking a lot more about myself than my little brother." I'm so sorry, boys and girls. My puppies are not thinking about others very much right now. They are making lots of noise if you can hear them. God wants us to put others first, not like Rocco's doing right now. Even our baby brothers and sisters. That's the way we can show our love. God shows us how much He loves us every day. And we need to do that for others as well. His love is always flowing like a river, just like the river that Moses was put in. A river flowing exactly the right way. Our love is the same way when we have it in Jesus. I can show how much I love my family by putting other people's needs before my own. Boys and girls, let's do something special today for somebody so that our river of love can flow in the right direction by putting other people's needs before our own. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing to do today? And Sister Kay wants you to remember that God made you so very special and He loves you so very much, and so does Sister Kay and all of the X-treme Kids staff. Whether you come to Calvary Church or whether now you're an X-treme kid from around the world, we want you to know that we are praying for you and we are so thankful that you can be with us for story time. 1 John 4:21 says, anyone who loves God must also love his brothers and sisters. You know what, boys and girls? Brothers and sisters doesn't just mean our brothers and sisters in our own family. That means our brothers and sisters in the world. That means everybody around us. Because we're all children of God. Even people that don't know Jesus are God's children. And so we're all brothers and sisters. So when you see someone down the street, you can say, hey, that's my aunt, or that's my brother, or that's my sister, because we're all a part of God's family. And God wants us to take care of each other. Isn't that beautiful? Let's try that verse once again. Anyone who loves God must also love his brothers and sisters. Can you say it one more time with me and maybe do some actions with your hands and feet to help you remember? Maybe you could even make up a dance. Anyone who loves God must also love his brothers and sisters. God is so good to love us and to give us His love that we can share. Sharing is such a wonderful thing to do, boys and girls, and it shows the love of God. Boys and girls, I love you. Thank you for being with me in midweek story time. Mwah!